Halal and permissible. In Islam, eating halal, permissible food is an act of worship and obedience to Allah. The Quran encourages believers to eat what is lawful and pure, recognizing that the food we consume affects both our physical well-being and our spiritual lives. Choosing halal food reflects a Muslim's commitment to following Allah's guidance with gratitude, sincerity, and trust. What foods are halal? In general, all foods are considered halal unless Allah or His Messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, has specifically prohibited them. Halal foods include fruits and vegetables, grains, bread, rice and pasta, nuts and seeds, milk, cheese, yogurt and other dairy products made with halal ingredients, fish and most seafood, according to the majority of scholars, meat from halal animals such as cattle, sheep, goats, camels and chickens, provided they are slaughtered according to Islamic guidelines. Muslims are encouraged to eat food that is tayyib, meaning wholesome, pure and beneficial. Foods that are haram, Allah has prohibited certain foods and drinks, including swine, pork and alcohol. The Quran clearly states that the flesh of swine is forbidden in Quran chapter 2 verse 173, chapter 5 verse 3, chapter 6 verse 145 and chapter 16 verse 115. For Muslims, the primary reason for avoiding pork is simple. Allah has declared it unlawful, and believers trust that His commands are based on perfect knowledge and wisdom. In addition to this divine command, modern science has identified several health concerns associated with pork. Raw and undercooked pork can carry parasites, which causes trichinosis, as well as bacteria including Salmonella, Yersinia, and Enterococcus, and viruses such as certain strains of hepatitis E. Modern food safety practices reduce many of these risks, but cannot eliminate them completely. However, from an Islamic perspective, even if pork could be made completely safe to eat, it will still remain prohibited because Allah has forbidden it. Likewise, alcohol is prohibited because it intoxicates and impairs judgment. Modern medical research has shown that alcohol consumption is associated with an increased risk of liver disease, several cancers, heart disease, stroke, addiction, mental health disorders, accidents and violence. The Quran teaches that although intoxicants may have some worldly benefit, their harm is greater than their benefit. Quran chapter 2 verse 219. Islam therefore protects the mind, body and family and society by prohibiting substances that cloud reason and distance people from the remembrance of Allah. How is a halal animal slaughtered? Islam teaches that animals should be treated with kindness and respect throughout their lives, and especially at the time of slaughter. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Indeed, Allah has prescribed excellence in all things. So when you slaughter, slaughter well. Let one of you sharpen his blade and spare suffering to the animal." Authentic Hadith, Sahih Muslim. For meat to be halal, several conditions should be met. The animal must be one that is lawful to eat in Islam. The slaughter should be performed by a sane Muslim believer according to Islamic rulings. The name of Allah should be mentioned by saying Bismillah. Allahu Akbar, in the name of Allah, is the greatest. At the time of slaughter, a very sharp knife should be used. Make a swift cut to the throat, severing the trachea, windpipe and esophagus, food pipe, and the major blood vessels in the neck without unnecessarily prolonging the animal's suffering. The animal should be alive at the time of slaughter and should not be made to suffer unnecessarily before the cut. Why does Islam require this method? The Islamic method of slaughter is designed to combine obedience to Allah with compassion for animals. Mentioning Allah's name reminds Muslims that every life belongs to Him and that animals are only to be killed for a lawful purpose, such as food. A swift, skilled slaughter with a sharp blade minimizes unnecessary pain and distress, allowing the heart to continue beating briefly after the cut, helps drain much of the blood from the body, since the blood cannot support the growth of bacteria. Its removal is considered both hygienic and beneficial, preserving meat quality. While scientific studies have reached different conclusions about some aspects of animal welfare during slaughter, Islam's emphasis on minimizing suffering and treating animals with mercy remains central. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, also instructed Muslims never to sharpen a knife in front of an animal, never to slaughter one animal in front of another, and never to mistreat animals. These teachings demonstrate Islam's deep concern for mercy and compassion towards all living creatures. By abstaining from what Allah has forbidden and consuming what He has made lawful, Muslims demonstrate faith, discipline, and trust in their Creator. The laws of Halal are therefore not only about food, they are a way of living that reflects gratitude, mercy, responsibility, and submission to Allah's perfect wisdom.